Okay, so I'm looking around on Walmart a little while back, and I see they have these kind of mid-sized refrigerators, 7 7 foot, for $200 on sale. So I thought, well, I think I'll get one. I really shouldn't, but I could use more space. So I order one, and FedEx drops it off in the driveway, and I drag it up to the house, and I get it in the house, and I cut the box off and open up the box, and this is what I found. The door is looks like somebody hit it with a baseball bat. The side is bent in. The door itself is wrinkled, I guess, about 8 inches across. And the door, like the freezer door, the hinge side has a bigger gap than the other side. So it looks like the refrigerator was dropped from someplace onto concrete or something upright and landed on the one side a little more than the other, and it just smashed it down. Now, it does look like the door might still seal up okay. The problem is, well, when you pay for something, you really don't want to have that when you buy something that's new. The other thing is, if it's this badly damaged on the outside, like the whole thing is bent and squished down on one side, I can imagine that inside the compressor, maybe the lines, what have you, electronics is might be something cracked or broke. I didn't plug it in, but who knows? Maybe it's a fire hazard. Maybe the stuff leaked out already and I don't even know it. And maybe it has a damage that maybe it'll run for a month or two and then it'll quit. Who knows? So, or maybe it'll run, but it won't run like it should. So I get on the chat, and I get this idiot on here. What is this name? Kirsten? Yeah, I was Kirsten there. I was cursing. I was cursing a bunch by the time I got done with her. Now, Walmart is a $1 trillion company. If you look at their earnings or money, they're making 600 billion a year. They're swimming around in the hundreds of billions. They're a $1 trillion company. Why would they want to have people and policies that screw over lower middle class, working class people with health disabilities? So I get on here and I'm doing the chat, and I got pictures, but they don't want to see the pictures. They never want to see the pictures. I don't know why. They don't care. I get on here and I start doing the chat. I'm like, yeah, I got it. It was smashed. It's pretty bad shape. Send me another one. Take this one back. Send me another one. She says, no, can't do it. Ain't going to do it. They're not available or something like that. And I said, well, I'm looking at them on the website. I see it. Exact same thing. And right there it is. Same listing. Nope, can't do it. Ain't going to do it. Now, the difference is they were on sale for $200 when I bought it. The sale has ended, and now they're back to being $500. But they still got them. They have them in stock. They just won't send me one to replace the damaged one that they sent me. Now, I don't know for sure if this thing was damaged in the warehouse, if it fell off a rack and landed on the concrete. I don't know if the FedEx people slammed it around or hit it with a forklift. I don't know what happened. I don't know who did what. All I know is I didn't do it. It was like that still inside the box. And just, you got them in stock, just send me another one. Nope, not going to do it. So we go around and around in this chat thing. I get on the phone with somebody. Nope, ain't going to send you another one. You send it back. You bring it back, you send it back. We give you your $200 back. That's all we're doing. I'm like, well, you still got them. Why don't you just send me another one? Nope, not going to do it. So that's the kind of deal Walmart is. And they act like I did it. That's the weird thing. They act like I did this. Like it's my fault. It's a weird thing. I've had them screw up the groceries sometimes where you don't get your stuff. Like it goes to somebody else's house or whatever it is. And they'll give you a $5 code for the next time for your trouble. I've had them give me as a $15 code when some stuff didn't show up for my trouble. $15. You know what they offered me on this refrigerator? I had to drag it up to the house. I had to drag it in the house. I had to unbox it. I had to throw the box out on the porch. I had to wrestle that thing out of here. Then I had to do 2 or 3 chats. I've made about 3 phone calls. I've done a dozen emails with this thing, going back and forth with these clowns. You know how much of a code they offered me for my trouble? 0. Nothing. And I said, you ought to give me something for my trouble. And they're like, we'll give you the $200 back, and that's all you're going to get. Again, like I did this. Like I broke it. This is Walmart. Biggest retailer on the planet. $1 trillion company. The Walton kids make millions in profit every day. They get that whole Walton family, they get millions piped into their economic bank accounts or investment accounts, whatever they do. But little old me, with my smashed refrigerator, I can stick it in my ass as far as they're concerned. Now, I noticed one thing. Do you guys remember the eBay? There was some 5 or 6 or 7 idiots working at eBay not too many years ago. Some people criticized eBay in a blog about stores and different things and different websites, and they criticized eBay because eBay had a bunch of stupid policies and the thing didn't work right. So 5 or 6 people in eBay got together and they harassed and mailed junk to these people, sent them weird stuff, and went to their house and followed them around and all this weird stuff to intimidate and harass these 2 people who wrote a critical piece about eBay. I think there's the same thing with Walmart. Very much. I think there's a little clique inside Walmart. There's in that service center or wherever that is. I think there's some bitches in there, and I think this Kirsten is one of those head bitches. And I think they have this. Sometimes you get people in Walmart and it's like, oh, I had a problem, something smashed, broke, whatever. And they're like, oh, here you go, refund, here's a little something for your trouble. And then you got these bitches. There's a little clique inside the Walmart customer service. Then they have an FU attitude. And they pick and choose who they're going to harass, who they're going to bother, who they're not going to help. And that's the treatment I'm getting on this damn thing right now. You know, if I if I didn't get a bag of cookies with my order, they'd probably give me $5 for my troubles and a refund on the cookies. But I get a smashed $200 refrigerator or $500 refrigerator, however you want to look at it, and you got to lug this thing around, lug it up to the house, through the house, out the door, and a million chats, email, phone call, all this, you know. Got a couple hours tied up in this thing just talking to Walmart idiots, and they won't give me jack shit except a hard way to go. Now, I get a guy on here named Joseph on the phone. I don't know what country he was from, but I couldn't understand what he was saying, and when I would ask him a question, he didn't seem to know what I was asking him. So that helps. Anyways, he claims that somebody's coming to my house to pick up the refrigerator. Yeah. And then I'll get a refund of $200. So I got to see how that's going to go. Now, when I email Walmart and I say, hey, can you give me, do I need a label? Who's coming to get it? Is it FedEx? Who's coming to get it? Nobody can, they act like we don't know what you're talking about. We don't have a clue what you're talking about. I get no information from these assholes from Walmart. Will not answer any questions in this email. Nothing. Jack shit. They keep telling me to call customer service, and I say, I've done that a few times, and they claim it's going to be picked up. Can you confirm that? And they will not reply. Walmart. But this bitch, this Kirsten, if that's her real name, that bitch right there, I guarantee. See, they bumped this up to her. She's like the next level up. I guarantee you, they got some bitches in there in Walmart who have this attitude of just like those eBay people. By the way, those eBay people, they got charged with all kind of shit. Some of them are in prison right now. Some of them are going to go to prison. They're still yet to go there. Maybe there's some bitches in Walmart that need to go to prison. I wouldn't doubt. I mean, in a business that big, there's got to be some kind of rotten clique of just shitbags in there who are nothing but trouble, who harass people, and the big wigs up top, maybe they know it, maybe they don't. But I predict a scandal, a Walmart scandal, that it's going to come out one of these days that there's some rotten bitches working in that customer service place who have harassed people, ripped people off. I see a class action lawsuit in the future. I see a 60 Minutes special coming out where people in Walmart start talking. They're like, I witnessed this and I heard this and I was told to do this, this, and this. And this bitch like this Kirsten is going to be one of those criminal assholes up there who thinks her dick is so big, you know, because she's in this big company. She's got this inflated title about herself that she's, you know, just like, it's like people run off the rails. They can't just do their job and do it. They got to run off the rails. Crazy people. I make that prediction. This is, I'm talking about this on October 27, 2023. I am predicting a massive scandal inside Walmart coming out within the next year or so. That there is this rotten core of people in there who have a long history of ripping people off, treating people like shit. But we'll wait and see. I mean, there has to be. You can't have a company that big, that much money, and that many people, and not have that happen. It happened in eBay. But anyways, so that's the deal. If the damn thing was still on sale, they'd probably just send me another one. But since it went up $300 to its original price, they don't want to mess with it. Because trillion dollar Walmart, they just can't do it. So the only thing I'm going to get out of these people, besides the runaround I've gotten, is I'll get my $200 back, but then I've missed out on the sale. The really good deal on this refrigerator, I've missed out. See? Because somebody had to drop it and smash it. So I'm out. I lose. I could have got a good deal on a refrigerator freezer, but because somebody else smashed it, it's my fault and I have to pay the price for it.